Happy Thursday. Welcome to tonight's Team Zoom. Hi, my name is Jess, if you did not know, and I'm so excited because there's a lot of new faces. It's a brand new month, sort of. This is our first November Zoom of the month, y'all. October was insane. I've been like going through things, did the whole slideshow, all that kind of stuff, and I was going through and I was like, oh my gosh, that happened. Oh my gosh, well, that happened and that happened. And it just kept going and going. And I think we're still figuring out what is going on. So October was insane. So we're going to have a lot of celebrations. And I want y'all to see and realize like the things that you guys did as a team. It was incredible. And I can't wait to show you the potential for November and December. And it's so funny because I think a lot of people think, oh, it's the holidays. Nobody wants this. Now is the time. This is the momentum time because the last 3 months of the year are crazy important for what is to come for the beginning of the year. So now, right now, you guys all here, most of you have heard us say, like, plant the seeds, okay? Continue planting the seeds because they're going to grow come January. And that's when your business can explode. And for some of you, your business is already exploding. So keep the momentum going. So I'm going to click share my screen and we're going to dive right in. So I'm excited for you guys. All right, can you guys see that? Yeah, okay. All right. I made it very festive since we were out of spooky season and now we're in the holidays. Like we're in the thick of it, guys. Like legit. I'm always like, when does it happen? Is there a switch? I guess it's just a feeling. Whenever it's your choice of when you want it to happen. And I made the choice with my presentation. Okay, so we are going to be talking a little bit about everything. We have so much to celebrate, so much. We're also going to talk about the income potential for the month of November, creating independent leaders, and what is it that you can change or do better or improve or whatever to achieve your goals. I worked on this all day, so if there's something that I missed, it was probably because I ran out of time. All right, so real quick housekeeping. Some stuff that is always scheduled is every single Monday at 7 o'clock. Plexus Corporate does a lot of work for us. So on Mondays and Thursdays at 7, they do calls for us. So if you're like, hey, I want somebody to learn about the opportunity, but you don't have time or your guys' work schedules don't, plan out, we always have the opportunity calls at 7 o'clock. It's 15, 20 minutes, hop on, they're going to build the belief, they're going to do the hard work and the hard lifting for you. And you just plug people into those resources. It's pretty incredible. If they register for it and get on, they get the recording and a special little gift. And then on Thursdays, like tonight, it was at the product stuff. So corporate does all the talking for you. So guess what? The best part about this business is that you get to learn and never ever have to be the expert. And Plexus is incredible and they just do all the hard work for us. And they just say, here, we're going to do it. You use the resources and plug in. It's amazing. We have our team Zooms here every Thursday at 8 o'clock. And then we have a messy bun and big vision every single month. So we do that once a month where we cast vision ourselves as a community on our team. And we say, hey, come hang out with us. You're going to hear real stories from people on our team. We're going to talk briefly about the business and allow you to get a little bit of insight without a huge commitment. So mark your calendars for the 13th at 8 o'clock. Join us back here and have some friends to come and tag along and say, hey, I want you to come check this out because I have no idea what I'm doing, but I see such a big vision. I see all my friends succeeding and I need some holiday cash and so do you. So let's go, check this out together. All right, some important stuff. We are in month 3 of the 4 for our Cancun contest. If you are new here, Plexus does a Rising Leaders Retreat every year. It's pretty incredible. This year, they're sending us to Cancun for those who are qualified and earn it. And it's something that anybody can earn. You can still earn this trip. It is not too late. If you think you are not close enough or whatever, there is still time. We literally just wrapped up halfway through and there is still time. There are still spots. I will say, try to definitely get extremely close by the end of this month. If you have not already gotten at least 1,000 points, I would definitely try to get there this month because December is going to be probably even crazier than October was. But if you're just starting out, you have a lot more advantage than people like me who've been here forever. So we have time, don't panic, but definitely definitely start making sure that you know what the heck you're doing and how to get there. And of course, if you don't know what it is and you want to talk to your sponsor, your friend who got you here, talk to them. They can help you out. Again, Messy Bun, Big Vision on the 13th, and then launch events. So real quick, what are launch events? So that is what so if you have a team of one person or more, you, the leader, are wanting to do these launch events for your new VIP. So somebody who joins you in the month of October, you need to do a launch event. It can be one big launch event. It can be on a messenger group. It can be, excuse me, I'm sorry, it can be in a Plexus. My gosh, words are hard. It can be in a Facebook group, or it can be on a big messenger event, whatever is easiest for you. But if you go into the boards app, there is a launch event already done for you. You plug it in, you do it, and that's it. It's so simple. It's already done for you. You just have to decide, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this launch event for my people who started in October. That way they can get off to a really strong start, and you're doing the heavy lifting for them and letting them see, oh, okay, this is not hard. I just have to do it, and that's it. Does anybody have questions about that? No? Okay. Hopefully you've done one or planning on doing one. Okay. I'm excited because November Plexus usually always drops like cash incentives, obviously, for the holidays. So real quick, I'm going to kind of go through this, but you guys can see the graphic. Really good. I'm sorry, my contacts are like blurry. Okay. So if you are brand new, meaning you just started in maybe October and you just sign up now, or maybe you're thinking about signing up and you haven't helped anybody yet, you can help 3 people. And this is for anybody. And it's going to explain. So like if you're not silver yet, this is for you. If you're somebody who hasn't gone silver yet, you could help 3 friends this month and you could get the $100 silver bonus. You can get, if you do it in your first 30 days, you can get another $100 fast start silver bonus. And then Plexus said, okay, since you helped 3 people, we're going to give you another $150 bonus on top of that. And then your BBBs and your pay points at the end of it, you're making over $450. Pretty incredible. And it is all paid out before Christmas. And it's amazing. You're just going to see a bunch of deposits and you're going to be like, what the heck is this? And text your sponsor and being like, is this real? And we're going to be like, yeah, this is legal, totally legal. And then again, if you help 6 friends, you get additional $150 bonus. So add all that up, you're making over $700. So if you are brand new here, your potential is incredible. And again, if you help 9 friends, you're making over $1,000. And I know for some people, maybe that is a whole paycheck. Maybe that's replacing, some big bills that could help. How far can that go? And don't even think of just you, but think of your best friend, your cousin, your neighbor, people on your newsfeed. I don't know about you, but my newsfeed is full of people who are struggling. It's really sad, and it does not have to be that way. It does not have to be that way. It's only that way if you allow it to be, and you have control over your circumstances, and you can control what is going on. And this is one way. Okay, so real quick, in the month of November, for people who are just starting out, they are getting 15% off. So if you have your sister, your cousin, your best friend, whoever, they want to sign up, we're having 15% off, and then they unlock free shipping when they order again in December and January. So they're getting that wonderful commitment and incentive for continuing to be consistent. And one thing I want you guys to really, 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 really focus on is if you are signed up with maybe Triplex, or maybe you did the GLP-1 option and we were focusing on that. Focus on things that you can focus on. If you are taking the GLP-1 and you're learning about it and you're so fascinated about it, share about that. What you share about, people are going to learn about, and then they're going to want to know what you're doing, and they can stick with that with you. But stick with stuff that you know and you can share about. If there's other things that they want to focus on, that's okay. It's all figure outable. It's all learnable, and we can help you along the way. But stick with simple systems. I personally have like 3 options that I always present, and that's what I stick with. And if they want to, venture out and add more, that is totally fine. But when you stick with things, it's really, really simple that way, rather than sending them like a bunch of different options and they're like overwhelmed. So then they just are like, nope, I quit. And they close their computer, ghost you, and then never talk to you again. Simple, simple systems. Okay, so if you're a current brand ambassador, so if you're somebody who has a team, somebody who's been here for a little bit, you're seasoned, you also get incentivized, which I love. Plexus is thinking about every single person here. So if you're a current brand ambassador, you help 3 friends, you also get the $150 November cash. So you can make over 250 bucks. Pretty incredible. Again, all paid out before Christmas. And again, if you help 6 friends get on track, you get a $300 bonus with all the things, over $500. And again, with 9 friends, you can make over 750 bucks. That's freaking incredible. I don't know about you. I think everybody can benefit from that and make a really big difference, especially during the holidays. So one thing, if you are new here, just remember, if you're like, well, I want to share, what we don't want you to be is an influencer. Okay. When I was watching stuff about the other day, and I feel like when you get on TikTok, you get on Facebook, you get on Instagram, I feel like the goal everybody is chasing is like they think and assume, oh, I have to be an influencer. No, don't be an influencer. Like those days are gone. Like be a real person, be a really good friend, have the conversations, share stuff in your stories. Y'all, it does not have to be perfect. You don't need like, it doesn't have to be all set up all pretty or anything like that. Just be a real person, and people can be a lot more drawn into you if you are a more relatable person. Like you're doing something and the kids are, with you, or you're doing laundry, you're doing chores, you're a real person, but you're going to be a good friend when you share with them a solution that you have. Tell people what you're doing. That's it. Like I said, you don't have to be the expert. Plexus is already doing the things. If you're like, you know what, I literally, when I first started almost 11 years ago, I had no clue what gut health was. And I was just like, I'm just drinking this pink drink thing and I don't know what it is, but it works. This is what it's doing. And that's what people are going to appreciate. They're like, you don't have to be the expert, because I can tell you if somebody joins you, they're going to think that if you were the expert, that they have to be the expert in order to share with others. So if you are a real person and you're just sharing with your friends, like, hey, this is what I'm doing, they're going to relate to that and they're going to want to do it too. Share with excitement. Don't be getting on your stories or making videos or whatever and be like, oh my gosh. No, that's weird. Nobody wants to do that. When I get on, I'm like, hey, hi. And everybody's like, where do you get your energy? And I'm like, oh, I have no clue. Be excited. That's what we do. Not fake, but just be you. That is me, by the way. That's not fake. Have casual meetings with people. I love that Megan and Caitlin and Jeremy are all together right now, literally just sitting around and having a Zoom, even though she's leaving us. But but just being together, like that is the best thing ever. And having Zoom hangouts, even if like maybe like for example, Izzy moved to North Carolina last year. And if we have something that we want to talk about, sometimes it's easier for us to get on a Zoom. And you can do the same thing with your friends. Don't be an influencer, just be a really good friend. Usually we have hangouts every Friday. I'm gonna check this chat real quick. Show an old video. Yeah, right. Come a long way. I failed forward so you guys didn't have to. So we have hangouts every Friday at Village and Venue. Of course, that is also moving. There are so many changes happening, all of this in the last few months. But until we get a new place to hang out at, I will be at Village and Venue tomorrow from 9 to 10 to hang out, have coffee, and chat. So come join us if you're in Delaware. If not, come to Delaware. Come back to Delaware. All right, so our November calendar so far. So like I said, every Thursday we have a Zoom. Next week is our messy bun Zoom. Make sure you're on your calendar somewhere doing a launch event for your team. And then the special for the 15% off is until the 27th. And then that's when the Black Friday special drops. I don't know what it is yet. They're going to eventually tell us. So yeah. Any questions so far? Okay, really quick. So the share cart, I just put this as a note, sorry. So the share cart thing, the feature that we have when people are sharing the share cart, you guys have to understand, if you are sending out a share cart, you have got to make sure people are checking out right then and there. Because what happens is if you send this link, because I had to fix a lot of people last week, and it's not your guys' fault. It's not their fault. It's just a system thing. So we have to make sure we avoid this, and we avoid this by telling our people, hey, I'm going to send you the cart with your GLP-1 combo. Are you available to check out right now? If they say no, okay, that's fine. When's a better time? Tonight after work? Okay, great. I'm going to send it to you then. I'm going to send you a reminder. Is that okay? You need to be precise and clear and present like urgency, because when you share that cart and they open it, Plexus is like, oh, yay, I'm pretty much timing you for security reasons. So they fill out all their stuff and then they go out of it. And then they go back into it looking at things. And then they get distracted. And what happens is all those products, everything that was in the cart automatically goes to retail price. Okay. So then they're like, oh my gosh, why is this 110 thing now 170? I don't want to do this. This is ridiculous. So then they're just not going to get back to you. It happens. So we have to create a sense of urgency, and you have to either get on the phone with them, you have to do it for them, something, but it does not have to be complicated if we bring up are you available right now to do this? Check out right now. Okay. Does anybody have questions about that? Okay. Back to our pretty graphics. Oh, I saw some quotes today. The moment you stop waiting for someone to lead you and you start leading yourself is the moment your business changes. So true. Be the leader. Don't wait for somebody to tell you to go post. Like, just go post. Go be an adult. Go make stories. Go take your products. Again, be an adult. Don't wait for anybody. Okay, so celebrations really quick. Congratulations to Jeremy, Caitlin. We love a power couple. To me, Taylor Kent, Michael, and Taylor Willie for helping one person last month. That's amazing, guys. Helping +1 every single month in your business will help you grow. That is amazing. Congrats. For those of you who helped too, Kathy Bullock, Danielle Cross. She was so close to silver, and I know it's going to happen this month. Megan Blackwood, Jessica Pasivo, and Lauren. Yay! Happy birthday, Lauren. And then for those of who helped 3 or more people last month and they earned $150 Lululemon cash, Izzy, Jenna, Dominica, Morgan, Michelle, Sierra, and Lindsay. Great job, everyone. And then y'all, like, seriously, I spent I don't know, an hour doing these graphics because I was like, oh my gosh, we did that. Wow. So Izzy got to Ruby, Sierra fast started silver, Morgan fast started silver, and Michelle went gold. Congratulations, ladies. Y'all, I was like, do I need to make a second page? Look at all these Lululemon earners. Like, this makes me freaking happy. Y'all did this. You helped 3 friends, and this doesn't include the bonuses that y'all made. Like, it was next day pay. Y'all, this is so exciting for me, like, to see this. And this is probably the first incentive I haven't earned because I was so busy helping you guys do all the things, and it was the best feeling in the entire world. So you made my heart happy, and I'm proud of every single one of you, and I can't wait to see you guys earn over $500 this month in just bonuses. So let's freaking do it and enjoy those leggings, because I got one a couple years ago and they are nice and I still have them, all of them. And then we have some new Cancun qualifiers. So when you want to earn these Cancun trips or leaders retreats, whatever, you have to first qualify, meaning you have to do the thing to do it. And to qualify, you have to have 3 people join you. Okay. So congratulations to Jenna and Megan and Morgan and Sierra and Lindsay, who all qualified last month. Y'all, this is amazing. Like, we're just halfway through the contest, and we have what, like, I think we're close to 10 people who were qualified, probably more than that now. So I'm so excited. So you're qualified now, and now you get to work towards earning the trip. So congratulations. That's not an easy task, and I'm super proud of all of you. And I cannot wait to see who's in Cancun with us. All right, another quote. Someone out there is praying for the courage you already have. Ooh, use it. Remember that. This is not something people sign up. They don't wake up and say, oh, I want to do that. I want to be like Jess and be all plexus and everything. Not everybody does that. So remember that you are brave. Okay, I'm going to shut up now and I'm going to let Izzy take over. And she's going to share with you why and how she went Ruby last month. Not only did she go Ruby, but she earned the trip to Cancun. And she's, I think, almost at the second tier of the contest, meaning that she's going to have some cash while she's there and so much more. Well, because we're not even done yet. So her team, you guys, their team went nuts last month. And I want you to really listen to the things that she was doing, because there's no secret to what she was doing at all. There was nothing special. We didn't do a bunch of codes. We didn't do a bunch of discounts. We didn't do any begging. It was all organic, and I'm super proud of her and her entire team. So go ahead, Izzy.
Okay. So I would say this is like weird to see. It's still weird for me to like, I don't know, it hasn't hit me yet. But I would say okay, so the beginning of the month, my goal was not to go Ruby. My goal was to get back to 400 points because I hadn't been there for like 2 months. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to get back into 400 point club. And Jess would always be like, who are you trying to go Ruby? And I'm like, no, I think I'm just gonna try. I want to be chill about it. I don't want to put too much pressure on it because my plan was to go Ruby months ago and it didn't happen. So I was just trying to like be chill and let it happen when it was supposed to. And she would always be like, "Yeah, but you're only this many orders away." And I'm like, okay. So the night before one of the last Thursday team Zoom, that day, I was thinking in my head, like, I wonder if I should just like put it out there. Like that point, I don't think I was at 400 points yet, but I was getting close and I still had a whole week. And I was like, I wonder if I should like talk about what I'm doing. I don't usually talk about like where I'm at with my business and what goals I'm going for. Like I'll mention it, but I don't usually do like a countdown and like I need this many orders. That's not something I usually do. So the thought came into my head and then it like went away, whatever. And then that night we had the team Zoom with Megan Ashman, and she literally said, put it out there, like talk about your goals, like where you're headed, and like get people involved in doing all the thing. So I told Jess, and like I think that was maybe like confirmation that I need to put out there, like maybe I am trying to go for Ruby. Like I wasn't planning on it, but maybe I should, and maybe I should talk about it. So I put it out there and it went really well. Like the amount of people that reached out to me that just was like, I want to order just to help you. Like, what can I do? Or even people on my team that's like, I'm really like wanting to get this for you. Like, obviously, I want to hit my goal, but I really want to see you hit your goal. And it just felt good to have like everybody, because that's why I never said anything. I never said anything because I never wanted to make it about me. And I never wanted to feel like icky, like, everything to benefit me and get me there. I didn't want it to be like that. So for everybody to all come together and really like push for me to get to Ruby, and everybody was hitting their goals and I was hitting my like truly I was talking to Jess today and I'm like, I didn't even realize how much happened. Like I didn't even realize that some people qualified for Cancun, some people earned the gift card. Like it was just so much happening. And not only did I hit Ruby, like everybody hit something. Everybody was re-ranking. Everybody was working towards ranking up as well. Like it felt so good to have everybody like truly running together. So I would say you can't do it alone. Like if you want to go to a past gold, you have to have people that want to do this with you. That is like the biggest thing. If you want to go past gold and maintain it, you have to have people doing this with you. Um, and then the other thing is stop overthinking. Just do it. I will say, like, it doesn't matter whether I have a post idea or a rant idea, something I want to talk about in my stories, or maybe a reel. Like, I don't make reels. Oh, I should probably go grab my computer doesn't die. I'm gonna walk and talk because anytime I have like a real idea or anything, I do it. I don't overthink it. I just do it. I don't worry about it being super perfect. Um, and I would go back to Jenna because this past week we were talking and she was saying how she wants to do a launch event. You mind before I lose you? She was talking about how she wants to brainstorm more for a launch event. And I literally was like, no, there's nothing to brainstorm. What day are we doing it? What time are we doing it? Great. Make a graphic, schedule it. Let's go. Like, just do it. Don't think about it. Don't worry about being perfect. You figure it out as you go. I'm so out of breath from walking up those damn steps. And you would think I'd go to the gym. Um, so yeah, that's like my two biggest things is you can't do it alone and don't overthink it. Just do it. Whatever idea you have, whatever plan you have, just do it. And like the other thing too is I'm always here to like talk to about ideas. I do the same thing with Jess. I'm always like, hey, I think I want to do this. What do you think? And she's like, yeah, we should also do this. So I'm like, oh, I even like when you kind of like have the idea and you talk about it, and me and Jess don't wait. Okay, if we have an idea, it's going to be booked, scheduled, and done within 20 minutes. But it's also nice to talk about it to like help you really work it out. Like you have the idea, chat about it, work it out, and then get it done. So that would be another thing that I think is very helpful to have like success and keep going and keep growing.
Yes,
Okay.
love that. Does anybody have questions for Izzy? No? Okay. And I will say, guys, like I said, there was no like one thing that they did. There was no like specials that were dropped. Um there was no secret message, and there was just nothing except excitement, consistency, and like everybody cheering each other on. That's literally what it was. So,
I also think too, it was really like for a moment, y'all really stopped thinking about it, like I said, and you just did it. You didn't overthink it and you just did it. You didn't overthink the messages and what the person would think. Like that last week, those last couple days, y'all like did what you need to do all week, all month long. Just do it, you know?
yep, exactly. Congratulations. So excited for you. Can't wait to be in Cancun and all of your team. All right. And congratulations to my mother-in-law who went gold last month as well. And Michelle, are you good to talk? Better say yes. She's probably getting upset. But what I want to share about my mother-in-law is that she has been watching me and doing this with me for a long, long time. And I will say, when we went to this last convention in June, I think something switched for her. She kind of kept going back to the idea of like, I want to do this again. And y'all, let me tell you, she went silver, senior silver, and then fell way back to like zero, and she built herself all the way back up. And I will say that this journey back, like to back, pretty much back to from zero to senior silver, happened all within the last few months. So she has literally built a business from scratch all over again with new people and a fresh new leader. And she does work. She's not retired yet. So you can do all the things, you can work, and you can work this business, but there's just been a totally different change in her that I love seeing. So Michelle, tell us what it is that changed, and what was it that you did last month that propelled you? You literally doubled your business. So what was it?
I don't even know. I wanted to go to Cancun so bad. So,
Excitement and a
yeah, and
drive.
I was like, well, let me just re-rank to senior silver again. Let me just re-rank, and I got there, and then I qualified for Cancun, and like Izzy said, I just started putting out there like, hey, could you please order? You haven't ordered in a while. I really need your order. And they all started ordering. And then came Sierra, my light, that is also excited about it, from too excited about it because everybody else just buys the product. I don't have anybody that wants to share it. They're just happy with what they have. So I don't know. I just had something happen to me and I just went all in. It's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it wasn't even just like the way that you were messaging people, it was the way that you were showing up. And I will say, like, she was so much more bolder in her post and she's so much more consistent now. So it really does matter. And it wasn't just last month. It was her going to convention and showing up differently since then. So you can't show up for, one day, 1 week or 2 weeks and think, oh, everybody's going to join me and I'm going to go gold or ruby or whatever, in
Right.
that week or whatever. It takes time. People are going to watch you. They're going to stalk you. They're going to see if you are serious about this. So remember that. And yes, you have to create leaders. And what I really loved was that Sierra actually works with Michelle and they get to be each other's like person at work because they're surrounded
Yeah.
with a bunch of negativity. And when you have like someone that you can talk to and go to and just be together with and have a place to talk about, Plexus and the good things and cheering each other on for success, like it really does make a big difference because out in the real world, I tell people all the time, if you're not in the Plexus bubble, it is a tough place out there. People are miserable and broke and unhappy and like just so negative. But when you come here, it's just different. That's why whenever I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm so excited to work my business because everybody's excited, everybody's happy, and it's just a totally different world. My world is literally rainbows and unicorns, so it's a better place here. So congratulations, lady. Sierra, is Sierra on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sierra, what was it um that made you want to share and run with Michelle?
Um, so Michelle had talked to me about Plexus like a while, and I was kind of like iffy on it. And then you had your little party, where I got to try it more. And I'm one of those people that's kind of picky what's in my foods, and like actually got to read like the packages and seeing that it's all natural. Um, and a lot of my family is more in that like holistic type of route. So like I'm kind of excited to be able to share with them. But this afternoon my stepmom, she texted me. She was like, "I don't trust Plexus, but I trust you. So if you can kind of be that advocate,
Mhm.
um I think that's definitely good to be able to share."
I love that. That's awesome. And you know what? That is what is important is that when you share with people, they're probably not going to know anything about Plexus. They're probably not going to do the digging, but they're going to say, you know what? Because you're sharing it, I trust you. And I will say, Michelle's gonna be like, oh my gosh, my mother-in-law was like one of my biggest skeptics when I first started. I was like, you have to do this. And she told me no for like forever. And I just kept giving her so much shit. I was like, you have to do this. You need this. And all the things. And she finally did. And now here she is. So people are going to tell you no. It's okay. Get over it. Keep going anyways. Don't take it personal and don't allow your emotions to like be on your shoulder all the time because people are going to come and go. People are going to say no. People are going to quit on you. You just get over it. Okay. Find the next person who really wants to do this. And y'all, Izzy told me no forever. She literally ghosted me. So just so you know, I'm going to click stop share real quick. Izzy actually did this, um, a couple years before she joined me, and then she had a bunch of babies, and I kept messaging her. I would see her in her stories. She was literally folding laundry for money, and I was like, why the hell are you doing this? Like, you are literally like, why? And finally she's like, fine, whatever. And and now here we are, and she's crazy successful
Out about my laundry folding.
because
Okay.
it's a great
It
story.
loves calling me out. And you know what's funny is like I was probably folding laundry as I was mixing up my pink drink because I was still taking the products and I was still doing it in my story. I just like wasn't really, everybody saw me taking it. Anyway, I'm a long way. I don't even fold my old laundry now, so
Yay. I love that. But everybody's timing is different. And yeah. Does anybody want to add anything, ask any questions? Nothing? You guys are so quiet. Nothing, nothing,
I
nothing.
just want to tell all the new people to just jump in, just share. Me and Sierra had to talk today. Not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody's going to want to do it. And you just move on. It took a long time for me to learn that too, that, you're going to have your negative Nancy's, which we have. And then I have Sierra who loves it. And I have a lot of people at work that love it, but I also have a lot of people that are like, I'm on the shot. I'm good. So, it's, just keep going.
Absolutely. And guys, I will tell you, I've been here a long time, almost 11 years, and it's the best job ever. I would never be able to find a job somewhere where I would be able to work at home, be with my kids, and have the freedom that I have and travel the world. Like I couldn't go to an interview and be like, you have to check off all these boxes. I would never be able to find it. But you also have to remember the work that it does, the effort that it takes. It's not work. It's consistent effort. Work for me personally, when I think of work, is when my husband goes to work and he has to wear a gun whenever he goes to work. That is work. That's totally different. This is effort. This is showing up in a way that is very intentional, prioritized, and something that you can make it like passionate about it. And maybe you're like, why in the world would I ever be passionate about gut health? And it's truly about so much more than that. It's about helping other moms and other women have a sense of worth and fulfillment to literally be so much more, to travel the world. Like I went to college and did all the things. My husband can tell you I probably should have been a doctor with how much education I had, but I didn't like any of it. I didn't like the idea of working for somebody. I just didn't like it. But with this, it allows so much freedom, and you can fill your cup along with so many other women and people, not your husbands and all that. My husband loves the products. So it's so much more. And if you don't understand it yet, it's because you haven't looked enough into it, into the compensation plan, to the products, the testimonies. So I challenge you, if you're like, I don't know what I'm doing here, I'm scared, I'm nervous, we've all been there, but dive in deeper. I challenge you to seriously look into this. And if you need belief, borrow mine, borrow Izzy's, borrow Michelle, Caitlin, Megan, whoever, because we have a ton of it. Trust me. Izzy, did you want to say something? You're muted. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I was just gonna say for like anybody new that's just getting started or maybe like is thinking about like I want to share, I don't know what to say. Truly, like you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And when you're first starting, I like if I made a post and people liked it, I literally would message them and say, "Hey, thanks for liking my post. Have you heard of Plexus before? Have you tried Plexus before?" Just like asking them or friends and family, like, "Hey, I just started taking these products and I'm really enjoying them. Like, would you want to do them with me?" Just ask people. And I've been doing this a year and a half and I've never had anybody be mean to me back and say, "Ew, why are you asking me this? Ew, don't message me about this." You know what I mean? I've never had anybody be mean to me about it. But was like, "Oh no, I'm not interested." Okay. Or they're usually to say, "I'm not interested right now, but if I change my mind, I'll let you know." Great, perfect. So don't be scared to like just do it and figure out, and then you get more comfortable having the conversation. So yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Don't be weird. Like most of the time, whenever we think something is usually what we tell ourselves in our own head. Like it's usually made up thoughts that we create, our own self-doubt. And that's okay. Work through it. And just like she said, like keep doing it. That's the only way you get better. I tell my kids all the time, when you start out something, like you suck. Like really, you really do suck. The first time you rode a bike, you sucked. Okay. You fell off, you skinned your knees, like whatever, but you got over it, you brushed off. And at least for our kids, like we just said, get back on. We didn't baby them. We said, do it again, get better. And guess what? Now they're flying down the driveway and the rocks and everything, don't care. So in the beginning, you're going to suck, but you fail forward and you only get better. So, yeah, hopefully that helps. Anybody else want to add anything, ask any questions? No? Okay, I'm going to click stop record.